We're here in the office of Kristina Kellogg, owner of My Ultimate Consultants. Hello.
Hello.
How's everything going?
Great.
Great, great, great. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Sure.
So tell me, My Ultimate Consultants. What is My Ultimate Consultants?
My Ultimate Consultant is a event planning firm that was established years ago that puts together events and weddings for those who need help.
So is it mainly weddings or mainly events or all events?
It's mainly weddings. We also do corporate events, but mostly we're booked on weddings.
Booked weddings. Okay, okay. So tell me, what made you get into the whole wedding planning?
I was asked.
You was asked.
By a friend of a friend to coordinate for them because I happen to be a habitual list maker, and she knew that I would take care of her wedding, and I did.
Okay, okay. From that, how did this type of work interest you? I mean, how did you all get started? Just from being asked that, or was it more of just like, you know, I know that I like to just plan stuff and I'm just going to plan it out?
Absolutely not.
No.
When I coordinated my first wedding, I fell in love with the empty ballroom that was completely decorated. The buffet was ready. Everything was good. Bride and groom were in their respective dressing rooms, and it was my heaven. So I just decided to keep doing it. So I started doing it for free for anyone who would allow me to.
Wow.
And that was in 1999, and now here we are.
Here we are in 2012. Great, great. So is it the type of planning that you do, is it more logistical, basically timelines, or is it basically design, like you were put on the sashes and tablecloths?
Well, the reason why the company is called My Ultimate Consultant is because we do it all. So we do design concepts. We do all of the logistics. How will you get your 6 bridesmaids from point A to point B to point C and then back to point A? All of the timeline. When will you toss the bouquet? When will the groom come into the room?
Right.
Make sure that the two do not see each other before the ceremony, but still effectively take care of the necessary activities for the day. So we take care of absolutely everything.
The ultimate experience.
Correct.
Now, is there a difference between planning and coordinating?
There is a difference between planning and coordinating.
What's the differences?
Planners help logistically to put everything together for a wedding, and coordinating is being right there on the event day, taking care of everything, and we actually do take care of both. So that's why we're consultants.
That's why you're consultants, which was my next question, which is where does the consultant part of that kind of fall in line with us?
We like to make sure that everything in the background is clean. A wedding can be put together and brought to us, and it looks great on paper, but then when we find out logistically what has happened in the planning process, there may be some things that we have to kind of take apart and put back together to make sure that it's actually going to function correctly on the wedding day. So,
a typical day for My Ultimate Consultants consists of what?
Giant to-do list.
Giant to-do list.
Tons of meetings, emails, and phone calls. It sounds overwhelming, but I love it.
But that's what you love to do.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. So when a bride comes in and they're like, I'm stressed out and I need somebody to just jump when I say it, that way I don't have to, you're the one that they come to.
We do. We have an entire staff. So between myself and the rest of the staff, we'll go ahead and accept the bride in, calm her down, tell her to take a deep breath, take her special planning notebook from her,
right,
take it apart, and put it back together, and everything's done, taken care of.
Okay, okay. Describe some of the toughest situations that you've had so far. I mean, everybody has, I guess, in the wedding business, everybody's scared of the dreaded bridezilla. So what does My Ultimate Consultants do to kind of console the beast, so to speak, within that bride?
We like to manage expectations.
Okay.
We want the bride to understand what actually can be done. The most important thing to deal with is, I guess, making sure that a bride understands what's actually possible for your budget. A bridezilla is someone who wants a $1 million wedding on a $20,000 budget. So that's something we just have to manage the expectations and explain, here's what we can do. Instead,
right,
this is what you can afford, and then we'll go from there. But to continue to demand something that's impossible. It's unnecessary. So we like to make sure that our girls know exactly what's possible from the beginning, and that way they don't expect more.
So it's more bringing them to like a reality of things. Okay.
But with that said, our tagline for our company is having the platinum wedding without the platinum budget, and we can make it happen.
And you can make that happen. Fantastic. Is there a basic philosophy that My Ultimate Consultant has that just you guys want to display or get across to all your brides?
Well, dealing with us, you're going to experience excellence. We don't accept anything if it's not excellent. So,
how does your company differ from different competitors? Like, how do you guys, if somebody says, "Oh, I'm a wedding planner," from the aunt that wants to be that wedding planner for that day and comes in and is like, "I can do this," how would you guys differ?
We're a company. We're not a person with a business card. We're a company. We have an established location, an established reputation, and it's very important to us to keep that reputation high and well respected in the community. So because of that, every wedding, whether it's a $10,000 budget wedding or a $200,000 budget wedding, is important to us.
Fantastic, fantastic. Do you have any advice for anybody who may be looking into getting into the whole wedding planning?
Advice would be research. Research. We got into it. We fell into it. But research as much as you can and find out what's going to be best in your area. And if your area is oversaturated with hundreds and hundreds of wedding planners like Houston is, be sure and know what will set you apart.
Okay. How can somebody interested in your services get a hold of you?
They can contact us on the web at myultimateweddings.com, or they can give us a call at the office at 713-278-2700.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Signatures.